Hi everyone, Cynthiaaloowho here. This is going to be a tutorial for a vintage camera, and it will open so you can put a mini album or photos or whatever you want to put in it. It is going to measure the actual box that you will be able to use that will be functional will be 7 by 7 by 2 inches deep. So here we go. We are going to need, I'm using chipboard, you can use anything you want. And our first piece, this is going to be for the camera box. So we are going to cut that at 8 by 10. And I'm using 0.22 lightweight chipboard. 8. And then while we're here, I'm going to cut my other piece. My other piece is going to measure 7 by 10. Okay, and so this is going to be the back piece plus the part that you can close. So I'm going to get my scorer, and I'm going to score at, oh no, this box is going to measure 6 by 6, sorry. I'm going to score at 1/2 of an inch on this side, 1/2 of an inch on this side, and 1/2 of an inch on this side. And since this is going to measure 6 inches, I'm going to line this score line I just did at 6 inches. And then I'm going to, so that's going to give us a 6-inch score line up to here. And then this is going to be the top flap that goes over, so we're going to need to go down 2 inches because it's going to be 2 inches deep. Let me make sure that's right. So 6 by 6, just because I don't want to have to redo the video if I'm messing up. Okay, 6 by 6, okay. And then score again. So that gives a 6-inch, a 2-inch, excuse me, and just about a 1.5 inch. So this is going to be the flap. So we are not going to need any of these tabs here. But I'm going to score my other piece real quick. We're going to score it at 2 inches on 3 sides. So, yes, okay, so 2 inches. I'm kind of doing this in my mind because I know what size I want. 2 inches. Okay, wait, yeah, 2 inches on this side. Because that's going to give, let me see, let me check again. 6 by 10, yeah, so 2 inches on this side. So this is going to be on 3 sides. You're only going to score 3 sides. And then one here. And that will give us a 6 by 6 center square. Right here, let me check. Yes, okay, that's what I wanted. Okay, so now that we have those scored, let's cut and make our box. So I'm going to use hot glue. Surprise, surprise. And I'm going to cut my tabs. So to make my tabs, I'm just going to cut from this corner to that center and cut that off. And cut that off. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here from corner to corner. They don't have to be pretty. I just don't like to use a whole flap because there's so much bulk that it can cause your size to be different. So I just want a tab just enough to glue down and keep it secure. Okay, so let's fold all of our sides. and glue it. Make sure it's flush. And with this side. Okay, so now let's cut our tabs for this one. So these tabs are going to glue inside this box. So all we have to do here is cut at a diagonal, like that, and then we'll cut this at a diagonal here. And actually I'm wondering if, no, I'll just cut that all the way off. And then this score line all the way up, just cut off. Don't need that. If you like this tutorial, will you please share it with your friends? That way there'll be lots of vintage cameras all over. Okay, so now I'm going to fold my score lines. This is a very easy box. You're going to have some kind of a closure for your flap, either Velcro, a snap, whatever you want to use. Okay, so these tabs are going to glue inside this box, and then this is going to come over and close. So I'm going to do this bottom tab first. Next, this one. Oh, I'm going to need another glue stick. Now this side. So very easy box. Then you can like cut this at a circle or whatever you want, and then Velcro it down or use a snap or whatever you want to use for that. Unless one of those tabs here and a string. And that would actually look kind of vintage and cool. Okay, so now we are going to build our lens. Our lens I am going to make out of cardstock. Excuse me. So you're going to want 4 pieces cut 5 by 4. So 5 by 4. Okay, now we're going to make these at an angle. So what we're going to do is we're going to, if your trimmer has room on this side, it'll make it a lot easier. Put the bottom point to 1 inch and the top point at where you cut. So we are going to cut off 1 inch on both sides, but make it an angle. And just flip it around, do it again. This will make the top piece 5 inches or 4 inches and the bottom piece 2 inches because you're cutting 2 inches off. And you should have, it should look like this. So do that to all of your pieces. There is all 4 of our pieces, and now we need to score. And we're going to score at every 1/2 inch. So now what you're going to do is you're going to fold them opposite. So you're going to do 2 one way. A piece of chipboard. It is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And this is the part that's going to glue to your box. And then the lens is going to come out. And then one at 2 1/8 by 2 1/8. Okay, so these 2 pieces. Now on these, if you look, you can see it comes out at an angle and we want those straight. So cut them straight. And let me cut my paper towel real quick. 2 1/2 inches. And that side's crooked. 2 1/2 inches would be right here. And this is how far our lens is going to come out. Okay, so now we are going to glue our paper towel roll onto, we're going to center it on there, and I'm just going to use hot glue, and just, it's not going to show, so it doesn't matter how gooky and messy it is. But make sure you get enough glue on there because we want it to stay and be sturdy. If you don't get it perfectly centered, just heat it up with your heat gun. And then same with this piece. This is going to go in the front. Make sure you center that. just like that. It's pretty centered. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to glue our little lens piece, our little thing like that, all 4 sides. So and then for the next one, we want it to be the opposite. So even though I folded that down that way, I'm going to turn around and flip it and fold it that way, and same with the front. And then that's going to glue on there, and then when these close, they will close into each other. You'll know what I'm talking about. You probably already know what I'm thinking, what I'm saying. And then the next one, the regular way. And then the other one, the opposite. So fold the front flap this way, and that flap this way. And then now we're going to glue these onto here. Now, if you want your lens longer, all you have to do is cut your paper towel roll longer, and then you can have this any size. Just make sure that you cut 1 inch off of each side. Oh, my battery's gonna die, hang on. Okay, so glad I caught that. Okay, so then just make sure you cut off 1 inch on each side at a angle. This one. Okay, so see how those kind of fit in there like that? That's why we did it like that. And then now you can have, since your box is going to open this is going to be the back of the camera, so turn it around and glue your lens on, center it, and glue it on. I'm just going to, hopefully it'll just stay if I slide that in. Yeah, so you could do it like that too. See how it just slid in there? And you could put a little handle right there so it opens real easy. Okay, so you'll want to center this on. And I'm just gonna, it can center pretty easily, so. You have a little bit of room with a little bit of time with hot glue, so. There we go, and now all you have to do is decorate it. Put a nice little paper. You just remember when you decorate the front, this part right here is 2 1/8, so you'll need a piece of cardstock that's 2 1/8 there. So, pretty easy. I hope you guys like this tutorial and make it, and if you do, let me know. Share with your friends, and thanks for watching. Bye.